Hello, 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 everybody. Can you hear me? Sorry, I had a little hiccup. I just went live apparently, and then I timed it later. I don't get a little countdown clock. I don't know. It's all good, but I've got a fun little clip that a bunch of people sent me. Of course, it's from Judge Middleton. It's pretty good, and I also have a clip that I got from this morning. I think I'm going to end up using this a lot because it's appropriate for a lot of situations. So let's go ahead and get started.
Miss Matthews, you cannot lay down while you're in court.
My case don't come up to 10:30, so I'm still on camera.
You can cut your camera off.
Okay, that's what I was trying to do.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a thought.
You can't see anything. We're on YouTube. We're live. We are on the Zoom platform, and everything is being recorded. I'm here in the courtroom in Centerville. Mr. Keith Stickley is in his office here at the courthouse. He looks really good. Can't see him, but he's ready to go. Keith, I only have one person that's here on a timely manner. Kind of waiting for Mr. Barnes to join us. It's a Three Rivers Ordinance case.
We kind of have an opener here, a case that goes normal, and then we have the one that's pretty funny. Keith offers some pretty good reactions of his own. He's not quite up to Deborah Davis standards, but he's pretty good.
I was saying as I turned the record on, the days got flip-flopped. This should have been my pre-exam day and arraignment day, but Judge Patterson's got it. We had to maneuver things because of his vacation schedule and sobriety court. So he's ended up with everything today. And well, it's you, me, and Miss Loffman. So let's just start. This is file 212155. Ms. Loffman, what's your date of birth?
12/20. Sorry about that. 12/25/86.
You have the same birthday as Jimmy Buffett. Different year, same day.
And don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Don't make Oscar beg. It's rude.
You got charged with...
That's just classic Judge Middleton. You've got the same birth date as Jimmy Buffett. It's 12/25. There's a much more famous birthday on that date, but we're going to go with Jimmy Buffett. Okay.
Driving without a valid license and failing to yield. Driving without a valid license is sometimes referred to as no ops or no valid operator's license. It's a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $100. Normal fine and cost for that offense is $200. It does carry 2 points, but it does not require that your license be suspended. The other charge, failing to yield, is a civil infraction that carries a $120 fine. Let's start with a no valid operator's license charge. How do you plead to that charge?
I totally truthful with you, sir. I am guilty. I guilty on that one. I did have my permit years ago and it expired. I didn't have my kids and missed the bus, so I thought I would be okay. But I see now I'm not. So that is my fault.
You'll see here. This is just a warm up. I kind of wanted a little space for people to filter in, but it is charming. Her defense is well, it's not even a defense. I'm guilty, but my kids missed the bus and then I drove them to school, and it works because Judge Middleton is doing everything he can to help her.
I went yesterday, and I did my driver's test and everything. Passed it. I gotta take them up my birth certificate. When I get it in the mail, it's ordered for me to pay the $25 and just proceed with getting my driver's license.
Where were you born?
Where was I going?
Where were you born?
Oh, where was I born? Oh, North Carolina.
Okay, if it was here, you could just come over to the courthouse and get it. Well, it sounds like you've taken some steps to get a valid license. I need Mr.
Yes, sir.
Barnes. This may undo that. So I'm gonna ask Mr. Barnes to join us to
Okay.
see. There's a charge that the prosecutor could allow, which could carry a fine, but not result in your inability to get your driver's license. So let me
Okay.
see if Mr. Barnes is available.
Yes, sir.
See, I mean, he's going out of his way. He just doesn't want the conviction to mess up her chance to get a license. He doesn't. That's not his call. It's the prosecutor's call. So he's trying to get a prosecutor in there, and he's going to implicitly lean on the prosecutor to do that. Who will, because he doesn't want to lose every close call for the next 6 months.
All right, I've asked him to join us. I'm going to put you in the waiting room, and hopefully he will
All right.
join us, and then we can further discuss your circumstance. The fact that she's gone to SOS and has a driver's test and all that might induce Mr. Barnes to allowing another to violate the motor vehicle code. And I want to at least give her that opportunity if we can. I don't know where everyone else is, Keith. I may have to start dialing people up here. Miss Osmick has missed multiple hearings. So has Jacob Britton.
Yeah, but she's in jail right now, as far as I know.
Let's try him. He lives in Schoolcraft.
Probably the smell.
Well, okay. Why not? Oh.
No extension to get out of it.
Yeah, we got to dial 7 now.
I did it like 7 times yesterday.
Yeah,
You have to use 7 now.
yeah
I figured I found that out yesterday.
873.
7, Judge. Come on. I've heard you whine about it 10 times, which I get it, but you know, it's 7
I
now.
wonder how many times I'll do that since I've been dialing 9 for 40 years. This guy already posted a $500 bond. He has multiple failures to appear. Now he has one. Good morning. This is Judge Middleton calling for Jacob Allen Britton.
This is him.
Mr. Britton, you're supposed to be in court this morning on a bench warrant on a charge of driving while suspended.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I woke you up. Let's see if we can transact our business rather than have me arrest you again for driving suspended. You had,
I wouldn't like that because I had to pay $500. It wasn't very fun.
well, yeah, well, if you'd showed up, that wouldn't have happened. And then you didn't show up this morning, but I'm trying not to put you in jail and see if we can get our business taken care of.
I did.
This guy does not understand that the judge has no obligation to call him whatsoever. He's not in court. He had notice. He could issue another bench warrant and drag him down there at the next convenient opportunity and set a big bond for him if you felt like it.
Show up. I think the first time I showed up, and then I had a hearing, so I already pled guilty to this one time, I believe. And I showed up, and then I don't know what the second time or what I failed to appear for the first time.
Well, you were going to pay off some tickets in Kalamazoo County, and the prosecutor was going to give you some consideration. Then they set a pretrial for June 14th, and you didn't show up. So we did a order to show cause for July 6th, and you didn't show up for that. So they issued a warrant on July 7th. You got picked up on October 14th and had to post October 16th, they had to post a bond, and they didn't show up today. So
I I think I'm here right now. I think this counts as showing up, sir.
Yes, it does. Yes,
Okay,
it does.
so I think that you should be like remotely respectful towards me. I worked last night all night from 9:40.
Woo! You should be respectful towards me. You failed to appear in court, and the judge called you to avoid another bench warrant for you. And you have the temerity to say that. Wow.
5 p.m. to 5:45 a.m. at American Axle in Three Rivers, and I've been doing that at night. I'm sorry I took a nap when I got off of work, sir, but I think that I'm showing up right now, and I think that would be appreciated if you would talk to me like that instead of trying to be like, I think you're kind of trying to be a little bit intimidating or like trying to talk down to me, and I don't appreciate that.
Well, all right. I guess that street runs both ways. Well, let's talk about
I'm trying
this.
to be polite. I'm trying to be respectful to you, sir, but I don't feel like I'm getting that back.
All right. Well, the original charge is driving suspended. It goes way back to October 23rd of 2020. I now have $500 of bond to apply toward any fines and costs, and plus you spent 2 days in jail.
I did not. I bonded right out on Saturday. I wasn't even there for not even 20 minutes or 30 minutes inside your jail.
Well, we'll count it as a day just to you were
Thank
in
you,
and
Tina.
out. All right. How do you plead to the original charge of driving suspended? You told me you'd already pled to it, but we can resolve
A
it.
long time ago, like the first time that I had an arraignment, I think the first time in your court when I appeared the first time, and I pled guilty at that point in time, I
All
believe.
right, well, let me explain this, Mr. Britton. This will result in your license being further suspended. Do you understand that?
It is already.
All right.
Yep.
So do you want me to continue your plea of guilty on this charge?
Well, I mean, I guess, should I have a representation? Or?
Well, you can if you want. Mr. Stickley, the chief public defender, is here. And I could also appoint an attorney to represent you. What was supposed to happen is you were going to pay off some tickets in Kalamazoo. You did offer a plea of guilty. And I said, well, maybe if you pay off these tickets, then maybe they'll make you a better plea offer that doesn't result in your license being suspended.
Yep.
This will result in your license being suspended, I believe, for 180 days. Additionally, I'm going to use your bond money to pay your fine and give you some of it back.
Thank you, Deborah.
Why would my license be suspended additionally further?
A driving suspended conviction carries a suspension of your driving privileges.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not from the court, it's from the Secretary of State.
Really? That's funny. That's weird. I guess I just don't understand how the Secretary of State gets off on punishing people, but that's okay.
All right, well, what would you like to do here this morning?
I guess I'm going to plead not guilty then, because.
All right, well, do you want me to appoint an attorney for you?
Representation, yes.
All right.
Well, he's guilty of sin, but that is probably a good move for him for the simple reason that he is not the one doing the talking, because he absolutely does not understand the situation. And I mean, this shows how nice Judge Middleton is. I don't know another judge sitting on the bench that I've been in front of for 25 years who would not have absolutely taken his head off by now.
I'm going to appoint an attorney.
Thank you, Dave. Oh, the boys.
And I'm going to set
Thank you,
it for
Terry.
attorney pretrial for December 3rd. Time you get out of work in the morning.
5:45 a.m.
That's a long more day. All right, December 3rd at 9 a.m. I don't yet know who your attorney is going to be. Are you still at the Schoolcraft address? You at West U Avenue?
Correct.
All right. Now, have
Oh,
you paid
thank
off
you,
the
Secret
Kalamazoo
Squirrel.
tickets?
I don't even understand. I don't even know what they are. No, I have not.
Well, that could help your.
They are. I don't understand. I guess I don't understand how all these different agencies are interconnected and why I go to jail in St. Joe for.
Yeah, you don't understand. So you did the right thing. Get an attorney and let them explain it to you. And close your mouth.
Tickets in Kalamazoo. Like, I guess I don't understand what's happening. Like, I guess I don't understand.
Well, then maybe you could certainly benefit from some legal advice, but let me see if I can tell you. But yeah, it was discussed more than a year ago that you had some unpaid tickets in Kalamazoo. What you need to do is contact Kalamazoo and
Right, so I know, but what does that have to do with this, like my scenario with you?
because not paying your tickets results, at least it did at that time, in your license being suspended. So you got a suspended license for not paying some tickets in another jurisdiction, which suspended you throughout the whole state of Michigan.
Right, and I had no idea about that. And so like I get pulled over and I get a ticket for driving while suspended while I'm unaware that I'm suspended because I wasn't notified or told about it.
Well, they did. They sent it to your address, but
Yes.
you know now, and it's been a year and a half and you haven't done anything to fix it. So you could help your circumstance. Let's see if I can figure this out. 2013 bond forfeiture. You had a driving suspended in Kalamazoo in 2014. Then you had a failed to display a valid license in Battle Creek in 2020. You had a speeding ticket in Kalamazoo, 70 and a 75. In fact, I'm not sure about that bond forfeiture. Plus, yeah, you just need to contact Kalamazoo. I don't know how much that ticket
Indeed.
is. It's from May of 2020. And then you had a driving suspended from 2014 and another no ops in Bell Creek. So you don't have to do this, but my strong advice would be that you contact Kalamazoo County, find out how much you owe them to clear off these ticket suspensions, and maybe with the help of a lawyer, they can get you some sort of plea offer that won't further suspend your license. I suspect that you drive every day from Schoolcraft to American Axle. That's like playing.
It's going to be hard to pay off tickets if I don't work.
Yeah, I won't argue with that. But I'm not the one that suspended your license. I'm trying to tell you how to unsuspend it. And the reason I didn't accept.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out too, because obviously I'm getting punished in different counties for different, like, you know, like it doesn't, I don't understand how I'm being, like, why I'm talking to St. Joe County right now about stuff in Kalamazoo. Like, I understand you're trying to help me, but I guess I just don't understand, like.
Well, I could have accepted your plea a year and a half ago when you offered the plea. But instead, I said, clear off these tickets and see if you can clear that suspension. Maybe the prosecutor will give you some consideration for that. So now I've appointed a lawyer for you. We've set the pretrial for December 3rd at 9 a.m. and you need to be there for that. It will be virtual like this once again. I mean, it won't be by phone. They're not going to call you up. If you don't show up, they're going to issue a bench warrant. But we'll give you the information. You can come into the courthouse if you wish, or you can dial into the access number that we'll give you and you can appear virtually. So I'm going to send you the date and the time, December 3rd at 9 a.m., and I'm going to give an attorney to you. My advice is the same advice I gave you a year and a half ago. Call Kalamazoo and find out how much you need to do to clear up those tickets. All right, you're good to go, Mr. Britton. I'll see you either in the real world or virtually on December 3rd.
Here at Law Talk, we like to have fun with silly stuff. Well, that really was one of the worst court appearances. It was just traffic stuff, but that was honestly one of the worst court appearances I've ever seen. The judge is bending over backwards, and the guy just does not get it. Thank you all. That was really fun. I got this sent to me by a bunch of people, and I just wanted to do it real quick, and it was fun. It happens in court, and every once in a while, and completely by accident, I assure you, you might learn something. Thanks for watching.